2. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 25-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 42 yards.
First down, Bears.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st
and 4.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. And he didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he'll put a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Chicago.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll roll him out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to fire deep for Ratley. incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Formation for the Lions.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 56-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 4.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Now Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, You're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to fire deep for Rattler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Chicago.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamie Collins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is caught. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. to throw again. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 53-yard attempt.
And they'll try and throw here on the fake. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. That was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is gone. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for gone. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Remarkably, partner, this is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Left side by Robinson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's a gain of
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught right by Graham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Brings up
from the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Anzalone on the tackle. A gain of 5.
They try again with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears have taken the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Lions 3.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that's complete to Jesse James. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They'll become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
Lining up for the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So that'll back him up 5. To throw here. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. The Bears on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be third and 13. Going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 40-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a first and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Second and 13. High throw, but he makes the catch. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing,
and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Is good.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for him. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
29-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now it's gone. Open man, he's got him to take in Hockenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This funny partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
They almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and the suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Bears, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.